Welcome to Fridays at the Front. I'm Will. This is a collaboration between the Shenandoah Valley Battlefield Foundation and Civil War Digital Digest. We want to bring great stories to you out of the valley and encourage you to come here to the valley and see them for yourself. Today, I'm where Brewerton's battery was at the beginning of the Battle of Cedar Creek. It's a lovely hill overlooking, and there's a lot of things to see here. The point behind me is Signal Knob. That wasn't wooded during the Civil War. The day before the battle, General Early's Division Commander John Gordon, mapmaker Jedediah Hotchkiss, and other officers are up there looking down. With the command visually that has of this area, they're able to see, map, and plan their assault for the next morning on the Union infantry. Also here is the Union artillery. I'm near the center of the artillery line. Lieutenant Henry Brewerton has the 5th U.S. Artillery, Battery B, with 6 3-inch ordnance rifles. Back to the left, in the middle of Thoburn's division, is Monk's Pennsylvania Artillery with 6 Parrots. And when we turn around, back the other direction, is Gibbs's Battery of Ohio Light Artillery with 4 Napoleons. There are 16 guns here, and Thoburn's artillery is combined to be commanded by Henry DuPont, who's a captain at the time. Everyone goes to bed the night before the battle. Thoburn sends a message to his brigade commander here to expect an attack in the morning. Wearily, that brigade commander brushes it off, and the men are unaware. The assault starts early in the morning and is not clear like today. It's incredibly foggy, and suddenly there's Confederates attacking across the field. DuPont rides up to Brewerton. Brewerton looks at his captain and reports that his battery is loaded with canister, an excellent anti-personnel round. DuPont orders him to fire. Brewerton says, "What do I fire at?" DuPont says, "Point that way toward the sound and fire. We also want people to know there's a general engagement." That's a paraphrase, but part of DuPont's goal is to warn the rest of the army that the forward elements are being struck. The Confederate assault comes quickly. As the guns leap into action, behind the artillery is the limbers and the caissons and the men responsible with the horses to make sure the battery can move. They're quickly, without a commissioned officer, starting to do their work to get the horses into the traces and make sure that if the artillery needs to move, it can. The artillery continues to fire as long as practical, and Brewerton even writes that he deflects his guns a little bit to the left. It's finally, the Confederates are within 25 yards, and he gives the order to fall back. The guns roll back over this hill and down into the swale. One of them gets stuck. Brewerton has the presence of mind to jam a vent pick into the vent and shove a rammer down it. This is called spiking the gun, and it will make it inoperable, so when it falls into Confederate hands, they can't use it. 5 of these 6 guns get away. Several others on either side from the other 2 batteries are captured. But by the end of the day, they're all back in Federal hands. And because of saving 15 of the 16 guns, Captain Henry DuPont, later in life, is awarded the Medal of Honor for saving all the guns. The center of DuPont's artillery line is held here by Brewerton and his regular artillerymen on this ridge, looking at the Confederates attacking there. And this is a place you can come visit. It's preserved by the Shenandoah Valley Battlefield Foundation. It's supported by Civil War trails with signage. It's also supported by the National Park Service, who has land here as well. There's a lot of people working to make sure that you can come and experience great stories out of the valley. We hope you do.